Every night, you close your eyes, and something takes over. You find yourself in places you've never been, talking to people who don't exist, running from something you can't see, and then you wake up, heart pounding, sheets twisted, the memory already dissolving like smoke. You were somewhere else just a second ago. You were someone else, and your brain did all of that without your permission. The question isn't just why you dream. The question is, who is running the show when you're not awake? Here's something nobody tells you about sleep. The moment you drift off, your brain doesn't rest. It gets busier. Your eyes start moving behind your eyelids. Your heart rate shifts. Your muscles go completely limp, paralyzed actually, so you can't act out what's happening in your head. This stage is called REM sleep, rapid eye movement, and this is where it happens. Scientists have been able to watch the brain during REM sleep using brain scans. What they found was unsettling. The emotional center of your brain, the part that processes fear, love, grief, joy, lights up like a fire. The logical center, the part that asks, wait, does this make sense? Goes almost completely dark. That's why in dreams you accept the impossible without question. Your childhood home has 17 floors. Sure, your dead grandfather is making breakfast. Of course. A stranger is chasing you through a city made of paper. Obviously, your logical brain isn't there to argue. Something else is in charge. For centuries, humans thought dreams were messages. From gods, from the dead, from the future. Ancient Egyptians built temples specifically for dream interpretation. Greek warriors slept on sacred ground, hoping for visions before battle. Every major civilization in history treated dreams as something arriving from outside the mind. Then, science showed up and said, no, dreams come from inside. But here's the uncomfortable part. Over 100 years of neuroscience later, we still don't fully know why. We have theories, good ones, but nothing proven. The most widely accepted theory is called the memory consolidation theory. While you sleep, your brain sorts through everything that happened during the day. It decides what to keep, what to delete, what to connect to older memories. Dreams might be the noise that process makes. The mental static of your brain reorganizing itself. Think of it like defragging an old hard drive, except the defrag creates hallucinations. Another theory says dreams are emotional rehearsal. Your brain uses the safety of sleep to simulate threatening situations, being chased, falling, losing someone, so your waking self knows how to handle them. Evolution built this in. Your ancient ancestors who mentally rehearsed danger at night survived longer than those who didn't. You inherited their dreaming brain. But there's a third theory. And this one is stranger. Some researchers believe dreams serve no purpose at all, that they're simply a side effect of a brain that never truly switches off. Random signals, meaningless noise. Your mind making story out of static, because that's what human brains do. They find patterns, they build narratives, even when there's nothing there. 3 theories, no consensus, the most studied organ in the known universe, and it's still keeping secrets. Here's what makes dreams genuinely unsettling. You can't control who shows up. Researchers have found that the faces in your dreams, every single one, are faces you have actually seen before. Your brain cannot invent a face from nothing. Every stranger in your nightmare, every blurry figure in the background, every person you don't recognize, you have seen them somewhere. A face on the street, a stranger in a crowd, someone you passed once in a shop and never thought about again. Your brain stored them without asking you. And now, in the dark, it brings them back. There's something else. Some people experience what's called lucid dreaming, the moment you become aware that you're dreaming while still inside the dream. And here's where it gets genuinely strange. When lucid dreamers ask the characters in their dreams who they are, sometimes the characters answer, and sometimes the answers don't match anything the dreamer consciously knows. Scientists call this dream character autonomy. The figures in your dreams sometimes behave as if they have their own thoughts, their own intentions. Your brain is generating them, but they surprise you, which raises a question nobody has cleanly answered. If your brain is creating characters that surprise the very brain creating them, what exactly is a self? Every human who has ever lived has dreamed. Stone Age humans dreamed around fires in caves. Egyptian pharaohs dreamed in palaces. Soldiers dreamed in trenches. Children dream tonight in every language on earth. We don't know what they all dreamed about, but we know they dreamed. And we know they wondered about it because they wrote it down, carved it in stone, built temples around it. This question is older than science, older than language maybe. Why do we dream? The honest answer in 2026 is we don't fully know. And somehow that makes it more interesting. Because the one place humans have always felt most alone, that private theater behind closed eyes, turns out to be one of the last genuine mysteries we haven't solved. Your brain takes you somewhere every night, and it hasn't told anyone where that is yet. Tonight, when you fall asleep, your logical mind will go quiet. Your emotional brain will ignite. Faces you don't remember seeing will walk through your thoughts. Stories will write themselves without a writer. And somewhere in that darkness, a version of you will be completely convinced that all of it is real. Maybe that version knows something the waking you doesn't. Or maybe your brain is just talking to itself. Either way, sweet dreams. Quorith.